All right, good morning and welcome to the Friday edition of Sports This Morning. From wherever you're watching us, the program comes your way this time, Monday to Friday, on this station at this time. All right, my name is Yemi Adeba. It gives me so much pleasure to welcome you to the show this morning. There's a lot lined up for you, but before I go any further, let me quickly serve you with the headlines. Of course, the news making the rounds from this part of the world. And this morning, we start with Blessing Okagbare. Blessing Okagbare highs gold in Paris. She is going to be involved in the Diamond League that involves Shelley Ann Fraser Price, Ivory Coast, Muriel Aure. So it's going to be a star-studded starting lineup. Okay, so we wish her all the best as she seeks to win gold in Paris. All right, we move on from there to someone who's not going to be in Paris. Talking about Usain Bolt. Is the six-time Olympic champion is racing against time to defend his title at the World Athletic Championship in Beijing. Whether or not he will be able to make it, we'll see. Bolt was to participate in Paris, but he pulled out, saying he was injured. So he's racing against time to be able to defend his title in Beijing, and that will be in August later this year. Okay, we move on from there and talk about embattled FIFA president Sepp Blatter is spitting fire, says anyone who calls him corrupt will end up in hell. An interesting one there coming from Sepp Blatter. Okay. All right, we'll move on to this one. It's a question. The man in your picture used to be world number one, used to be the undisputed king of clay. But the question this morning is Rafael Nadal gradually fading away? It's a big question, and we want you to answer that question on the show this morning. And for those of you who've been with us for a while, you know what to do. But just in case you're joining us for the first time, let's show you how you can get your views, your thoughts across to us. That's it right there on your screen. You can do that via Facebook. It is Channels iPhone Sports. On Twitter, the official Channels Twitter handle, it is at Channels_Sports. And of course, you can tweet at me. That is Yemi Adebayo 20. Get your views across to us this morning. Is Rafael Nadal, is he fading away? You can answer that question for us on the show. Well, before I introduce my partner to you this morning, let's give you a slice of boxing. Our man Austin Okon Akpan has been monitoring the National Boxing Championship that started this week and will end tomorrow. Let's put together a report. Let's allow you to enjoy that report, and we come back for more on Sports This Morning.
These guys love boxing, and they're being entertained by amateur boxers at the National Open Championships in Lagos. The rule says it's ladies first, and they showed off some good skills. Over 250 boxers from different parts of Nigeria are featuring at this tournament. Sadly, that's because they hardly have any competitions to compete in.
All the time we gather same boxers all the time without championship, no competition for them. But with this now, we have to. This will help us to discover new talents, new boxers that will represent country.
Meet Sikiru Fatai. He is a champion in his weight category and has featured at the Commonwealth Games. He is known as the Scorpion and ready to sting any opponent here. Sanusi Abiodun, a relatively unknown boxer, will be challenging Fatai. At the end of the fight, it was the Scorpion that was stunned.
For me, I did not lose the fight, but the judges said I lost the fight. But no problem then. I know that when we get to come for the All African game, we're going to prove ourselves again.
Boxing fans here are optimistic that the process of reviving the sport in Nigeria has just started with this National Open Championship. Though not as competitive as expected, these boxers don't care. For them, it is a rare opportunity to showcase their talent. What about followers of the sport? Another chance to show that they've got love for the game. From the Indo Sports Hall of the National Stadium in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm Austin Okonakpan reporting for Channels Television News.
A beautiful one there from Austin Okonakpan. Let me also tell you, Austin said it in that report, but let me also inform you that that competition, which is going to end tomorrow, is going to serve as trials for the All-African Games. And for the All-African Games in September, and as well the Rio 2016 Olympics. That explains why a lot of boxers just want to participate in that one. All right, let me quickly introduce my partner to you. I have the pleasure of having Nii Okunade with me again this Friday. Nii, let me quickly welcome you to the show. There's a lot to do this morning, but let me welcome you.
Yeah, good morning. I'm excited to be back. I don't even know where to start. Where do we start from? From Okagbari to Blatter?
Let's start from Okagbari. Let's start with athletics.
Well, with Okagbari, really, we are actually looking forward to an exciting weekend for her, really. You know, she's I read in one of the papers, they actually called her the unmistakable shining light for Nigeria. And if you look at the sprints, generally, she's the unmistakable shining light. We have to look at her. She's our hope, really. And we're really wishing her all the best this weekend in Paris. She's been doing well of late. After the Commonwealth Games, she's dropped up a little bit. But I don't know if it's because she's been going to too many competitions, you know, or trying too hard. I don't really know. But I think, looking at what she's done at the Commonwealth Games, we're hoping that she will get back.
Some people are saying because of the star-studded race, people that are going to participate in the race, maybe an African record might be set. She's going to be there. Muriel Ore of Ivory Coast, you know her too well. Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce will be there. A lot of other top names as well. But you know, she's eyeing gold, and I think it's quite possible.
Yeah, it is possible. It is possible if she can actually come up with her A game. Or some of these athletes sometimes, athletes generally, I don't want to blame Okagbari really sometimes. Athletes generally sometimes they drop off a little bit, you know, and sometimes you can't really explain it. It could be injuries, it could be too much of competitions, you know, and it could be the competition coming from the other athletes, you know. Shelley-Ann Fraser-Pryce as well cannot just allow Blessing Okagbari dominate her all the time. Okay. So it's going to be a very healthy competition, and I'm wishing her all the best. I think, I don't know if she'll be able to pull up a surprise really, but looking at her performance in recent times, well, we just hope she comes up with something brilliant.
All right, let's move to this man, Usain Bolt, 6-time Olympic champion, Jamaica's Usain Bolt. I mean, has had to deal with a lot of criticisms in recent times. Some say he's trying to avoid Justin Gatlin. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but he's racing against time. But he has told us now that he's injured. But my worry is, will he be okay in time to be in Beijing?
Well, as at this time last week, we were still
he has not told
deliberating. Yes,
he hasn't told us.
His coach was still. They were still playing a little bit of hanky-panky, saying he's just pulled out. He pulled out Jamaican trials because he said he just didn't feel like participating. Now it's time for the real competition he should take part in. He has now fully pulled out of it. Now we know that Usain Bolt is injured. I think he has a foot injury or something. We know he is injured and he's not in the best of form. But the cheering news is he has actually gone to meet a specialist. He's been recommended a specialist for him in Germany. Okay. The coach, the team doctor of the German, Bayern Munich team doctor. I've forgotten his name, Mark something. Okay. He's been referred to him, and he's going to meet that man. The man is a specialist. He's an old man, but he's a specialist. So
I hope he's not the same guy that was
having issues with Pep Guardiola.
I hope it's not the same guy.
Yeah, but he's a specialist. He's a special doctor. So
I'm worried for Usain Bolt.
He's really looking
that same guy was fired at Bayern because he had too many injuries to deal with.
Well, he also had issues with Pep Guardiola because Pep Guardiola was having issues with him because Pep Guardiola felt the players trusted him more than they actually believed in.
Those players were just getting injured
all the time, and he was saying, "Oh, I think we have to have a change of guard."
I hope that will not happen to Usain Bolt. The athletics world would love to see a race that will have Justin Gatlin and Usain Bolt.
It's a shame.
We really don't want anything to deny us of that opportunity, and we want it to come.
Yes.
At the World Athletics Championship.
Yeah, you really be expecting that he would be 100% fit. We are all hoping. Even he himself is optimistic.
I don't want any excuse in the bag.
Yes, but the former greats have said it will be better for him. I read a piece from Ato Bolding yesterday, and he said it will be better if Usain Bolt decides to pull out of Beijing completely. He said because if he races and he's not 100% fit, he loses.
Nobody's going to take any excuse.
Yes, he's going to lose his confidence himself, and he's going to lose. A lot of fans will start thinking maybe he has started declining. So let's just hope he gets back to full fitness.
All right, let's go about Formula One. This time we're going to from Paris to Britain. And Formula One, interesting one.
Well, it is Lewis Hamilton's home. And in Silverstone, he's expected to win this.
He won last year.
Yes, and he's expected to win this as well. We know that he has stiff competition from Nico Rosberg. There is also Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen there as well. But the odds on him winning this is actually very, very high. So we're expecting Lewis Hamilton to turn up and win this. And also, apart from that, it is also the ninth race of the season and the 65th anniversary of Formula One as well. Okay. So it will be very, very exciting for Lewis Hamilton to take this trophy.
Of the guys currently still racing, you had like 4 of them that have won here before. Yes. Nico Rosberg won in 2013, Mark Webber 2012, Fernando Alonso didn't really start this calendar season very well. Mark Webber not racing anymore, and Sebastian Vettel, all of the guys that have won this before. But I think I do agree with you that you don't want to bet against Lewis Hamilton with the fans behind him and everything.
Yes, with the fans behind him.
You don't want to bet.
Nico won in Austria, and you don't. Although we know that Lewis Hamilton, he's expected. Yes, he's expected to bring his A game now that he's running in Britain, and I don't see anything past the Lewis Hamilton win in Silverstone.
Okay, so this weekend we'll wait to see what happens when those guys take to the tracks and race and give us something to enjoy.